So I'm pretty sure we all seen the Keefe D Vlad TV interview. And from what I was seeing, deep down this whole time, I really never thought Orlando Anderson did it. Now, I'm not going to come with the conspiracies or nothing like that, but based off what a lot of the interviews are entailing, I don't think Orlando Anderson did it. I think he was really just the scapegoat. So I'm going to go through these interviews, and I don't know who did it, but I don't think Orlando did it. Now, Orlando was interviewed 3 times about this same question, but remember, Keefe D the one that said he did it. Now, these interviews was while he was still alive, but you know Keefe D later on said after he passed away that he did it. Now, check out what he said in them.
I mean, first of all, you know what I mean? I didn't kill Tupac Shakur.
In any way in the death of Tupac Shakur?
No, I was not involved. I'm thinking, you know, maybe I'm a scapegoat or something. I just want to let everybody know, you know what I'm saying, I didn't do it.
Now, a lot of people seen these interviews and thought because he looked like he was smirking, he did it. But me personally, I just think that's his demeanor, because if you look at all 3 videos, he's doing it the same way. But he could be smiling because he's getting all this publicity, or he might know something that we don't know. But I'm going to keep showing y'all videos to show you why I don't think he did it, but it was easier to give him the blame. So after the Vlad interview, TMZ get on the phone with Suge and ask him how he feel about the whole situation. Now, it's kind of odd of what Suge says on the phone.
Do they have it right?
It was only 2 people in the car. And Pac not finna tell the story. I ain't finna tell the story, but I tell you this. And I never had nothing bad to say about Orlando, because number one, he wasn't the shooter.
Had full knowledge of what was going down, and it was revenge for Orlando getting beaten up by Tupac and his team at the MGM after the Tyson fight. Is that correct?
No.
Then who shot Tupac?
It wasn't Anderson, so that's all I got to say about that part.
Now, that's interesting, because all this started because of the Vlad TV interview. Keefe D said Orlando did it, but Suge saying he didn't do it, and Suge was there. Now, that contradicts what Keefe D said. So if Anderson didn't do it, and there was 3 other people in the car, somebody did it, but it wasn't Orlando. So a witness basically comes out and say that Keefe D tried to give the gun to Orlando, and Orlando couldn't do it because Big Dre, the guy that was sitting beside him, was in the way. Basically, he couldn't shoot over his body because he was so big. So that means Orlando couldn't have did it, because the shells would get all over Big Dre. Now, I think this match up with another witness that said they seen a big black arm come out the window. Now, Napoleon actually says that Gaddafi, that was sitting behind Pac in them car, said the same exact thing. And check him out.
I don't think it was Baby Lane, the one who Gaddafi seen. Allah knows best.
Now, check out these 2 interviews where they asked Keefe D about the whole arm situation. Just watch how Keefe D react.
What witnesses were saying, though, was that when they saw the arm stick out the window and do the shooting, it wasn't a skinny arm. It was a bulky, hefty-looking arm.
Well, I was in the passenger seat.
I'm not saying it's you. I'm saying that there's 4 people in the car, but they said it wasn't a skinny arm that stuck his hand out the window.
Who the witness?
Can't say.
Okay. They lying? Was they there?
Yes. They were there.
Yeah.
The way Vlad was finessing Keefe D during this interview is insane, but this the interview that really got me.
How you feel about the people that feel like Big Dre, he shot Tupac? Because you did make a confession some years ago, man, and you said that you gave the gun to Big Dre, but he got cold feet. So Orlando, he ended up snatching the gun and shooting Tupac.
No, Big Dre, no.
So he pulled the trigger.
Man, we already discussed that. Would you trying to get me in jail again?
See how defensive he got? I mean, we already done seen the interview and the snippet or whatever, so you could have just been like, we already went over that. But he didn't. Makes me believe Orlando didn't do it. Why he's so defensive over Big Dre and why he feel like he could go to jail again. He done did 30,000 interviews. So then I see this BG knockout video, and this furthermore makes me believe Orlando didn't do it.
Arlo adopted brother, who we adopted pretty much,
Baby
is
Lane's
married
sister.
to Orlando's sister. You feel me?
So it's all intermixed.
Yeah, so it's like his mom wasn't with that, him saying that stuff, yo, because that's her child. You know what I'm saying? Why would you like leave that type of stigma on his name after he's gone?
Everybody seen the big arm and his family mad that he said Orlando did it. Now, I do think Keefe D and Orlando was involved, but the fact to think that Orlando did it, I don't think so, because still to this day, he's still not even charged for the murder. And I still don't think the case is getting solved. They say in Keefe D's book, he had a part where he said Orlando's shoulder was dislocated. So his shoulder was dislocated and he shot the gun past a 400-pound dude. Anyways, the story gets even crazier because check this interview out.
Well, in fact, there was the rumor that after Pac got killed, Puffy gave Zip $1 million that was supposed to be handed over, and Zip ended up keeping it. And I remember when I interviewed TK Kirkland, who was actually roommates with Zip at one point. They were that close. He actually said, yeah.
The Fed said that too.
He said that shit actually happened.
$1 million thing, and the money's supposed to go to Keefe D and not Orlando. But Orlando did it. Well, Orlando ain't had no interviews about it, but Keefe D know all about this meal. Interesting. Orlando's at the MGM. A blood goes and get Pac to jump on Orlando. Keefe D and them already in contact about the meal that Puffy's supposed to give them to get at Pac. After this happened, they pull up. His shoulder's supposed to be dislocated. He reach across Dre and take out Pac. Everybody disperse. It goes left. And the only easy way out is to blame Orlando because he passed away a few days afterwards. Sounds iffy to me, man. But it definitely don't sound like Orlando did it, man. What y'all think? I think Buddy running off with the money saved him. But I think Diddy really didn't fool with the fact that Suge was still alive. And the only way to save Keefe D was to say Orlando did it because Orlando was gone. So that way, since he ain't had the money, at least they wouldn't have to get locked up for it. And honestly, I think Keefe D getting it off his chest now because I think he may be about to leave this earth. I know they were saying something about he said he had health issues, which could be the case. And that this whole situation could be eating him up. And he could be just done with it and he ready to just talk his way out before he go away. Because you know how when people go away, like that lady from the Emmett Till situation, they always decide to speak truth before they leave this earth. That's probably why he didn't care about getting locked up. But at the end of the day, I don't think Orlando did it. And I don't think everything panned out how Keefe D thought it would. And that's why we are where we are today. Peace, y'all.